Okay, this latest update took me 2 hours to fix, and I feel so proud of myself. So I'm not a technical person, and I wanted to share this for any other business people, creatives who are non-technical and are working with systems to make automations work in their life, and also trying to keep it low cost. So I apologize for not having a lot of graphics today, but let me just explain three systems. I started out with a customer relationship management system, aka a newsletter, fancier name for it, with Active Campaign. Active Campaign, which normally cost me $4,000 a year, was raising their prices because they built in all this new AI stuff to about $5,000 a year. And when my revenues are down 50%, nah, that's not going to happen, right? And then so I decided to move all of my contacts, which is close to 25,000 people, from Active Campaign to Kit, formerly known as Convert Kit. And I've been doing this basically for as long as I've been filming this series, so for the last 4 weeks or so. Most of the migration, thankfully, was actually pretty smooth because Kit has a dedicated migration team. I think it's just strategically something that they decided to do because they realize they're sort of more the value player in the software industry and that they're probably getting a lot of people who are, annoyed with the higher cost of other more sophisticated email systems. So I migrated my contacts to Kit, most of my landing pages, most of my automations got set up except for one very crucial one, which is a date-based automation. Essentially, in Active Campaign, you can send out emails and tasks based on dates, a field that you assign to your contacts. Because contacts can have different fields, right? You can have the name, the email, you can tag them with a segment, and you can also have date-based actions. And Active Campaign was powerful in that aspect, in that you can run basically this thing going on in the backend that says whenever it is this month or this date, and I did it to the month and date, send out an email. I have hundreds of past private coaching clients, and I'll be honest, these are my babies. My private coaching clients are my most treasured customers because they do pay the most. Yeah, I'm honest, they pay the most, but also I'm the most involved in their lives. And it would be bad on me as a coach to basically do all this work for them and then never check in. So I have an anniversary email that checks in with them once a year. Kit could not figure out how the heck to do this. And I'm like, how can this be possible? You have a date field. You have filtering capabilities in Kit. You have the ability to do this. It's just that for some dang reason, Kit decided not to build date-based automations into their email server. I even wrote the migration team saying this is a really important automation, and they went above and beyond. I will say that they tried to go above and beyond by trying to find a workaround. And I saw the drafts of what they were doing. They were going to create a form that I had to manually fill in, then that's going to add some tag, then it's going to send the subscriber to like an automation and sequence. I was like, this is getting messy. Let's go back to Zapier. So Zapier, for those of you who don't know, I think is one of the best B2B software as a service products out there. Zapier is basically an automation platform that links multiple software platforms together. So you can do something in email and then send it to a Google Doc. You can do something in Kit and then send it to like your database. I could grab a purchase, for example, from Stripe and send it to Kit, which is how I start most of my customers on their classes these days. And currently, the plan that I pay for in Zapier, I think is very reasonable for what I do. I get about 750 tasks a month, which is about right for the volume of clients that I have, for $20 a month. So a total cost of $240 a year to automate the heck out of my business. Great deal, right? Well, thankfully, I found a relatively new Zapier feature called Zapier Tables. Maybe it's not that new, but it's new to me. And basically what you can do is you can store a table of data on Zapier instead of storing a table of data on Kit, right? Because if you think about it, most customer databases are essentially Microsoft Access tables at the end of the day. Thankfully, back in my customer insights days, I worked with Microsoft Access and I learned a little bit of SQL. So I do have a sense of how databases work. And so I store a table with Zapier that has all of my coaching clients' names, email addresses, and then their date field. And then I can then create a Zap in Zapier that says every month run this Zap. So it tells Zapier at the start of month or whenever you want it, this is great, run this program that searches the entire table and identifies all of my coaching clients who have a coaching anniversary that month. First, I tried a date-based filter, didn't quite work. So then I created a separate field or column, depending on how you guys call your tables, that was super easy to do in Excel. That says grab me the month from their coaching date. The coaching date is something that I manually put in a long time ago. Then I redesigned the Zap. So now the Zap, and if you look at the thumbnail for today's video, it explains it better. Basically says every month run a Zap, look through my entire table of customers, look to match whether their coaching month is current month. So if current month is March 3, is the coaching month 3? If yes, send that customer an email via my Gmail. So my SaveMySense.com email runs on the Google Business Suite platform. Connected it, super easy in Zapier. I ran a test. Hey, Ali, if that's you, you were the one who got my test email today. And it worked. It took me 2 hours to figure this out. It took the Kit migration team. I don't know if they even tried. I think they just kind of like left me alone. But anyway, I'm glad I fixed it. And this is a crucial part of running my business, which is follow-up. I have a different Instagram video out there today about how follow-through is really important. Follow-through in business is important too, because sometimes the best moments in business happen when you go back to people who ask you for help. So hopefully this is helpful to people who want to learn beginner automation and you're not techie and you're running a business similar to mine.